Hello, this is David Brown, and I wanted to talk to you today about the Virtual Reality Lab. It is in the library. It is room 150, which is downstairs across from the circulation desk near the video rooms. And so if you need to use it, just let us know, and we can unlock it for you and give you a tour. It is an HP system, and I have the goggles here. So the goggles are connected to a computer, and we have a lot of apps already installed in the computer. One website you're seeing now is the virtual reality website, which is libguides.daltonstate.edu/VR. You can see a lot of apps there and information about using virtual reality. And when you come in the room, these goggles are locked up. We can unlock them for you. And they just go on like this. And then when you put them on, then the VR system is activated. And after you activate the VR system, you will see the screen change. And I can talk to you about that in just a little bit. You also have hand devices, which are these. You have a right hand and a left hand. Sometimes these serve as different things depending on the game. On the speech presentation game, one is a microphone and one is the clicker for a PowerPoint. But they serve for different things depending on which game you're talking about. So that's a little look at the actual goggles and the hand devices. We all have this hooked up to a monitor, and the monitor would be over here. So the reason I point that is because you may have a second person in who wants to see what you're seeing. And whatever you're seeing in the goggles is also displayed on the monitor. So when you come in here, we can help you. But when you're looking at the computer, and this LibGuide you should look at before you come in, it also has a lot of programs that can be downloaded depending on what area you're interested in. But let's say you're interested in having a student practice for a speech. They could download the program here, or once this lab is open to students, you could come in here, or they could, and they would see the desktop that you're seeing now. And this computer has a lot of programs installed. Some are on the desktop, and there is Harry Potter. There is an anatomy one. There's this 1943 bomber raid over Berlin. There's a lot of different things. I'm going to try to open up one. This is called a speech trainer. This is for practicing giving presentations. So when they come in and open it up, or you come in as an instructor if you want to see this, they will when you come in and open everything up, this is what you'll see. They'll see they will see an actual group, as you're seeing there. And in this case, it's actually asking for a PDF document. It's actually asking for a PowerPoint. This particular one is meant to be used with a PowerPoint, just like they would in a regular class. So I just have this. I'm going to open this one. And and then they would open this one, and then they would put the goggles on, and if you can actually see what I'm seeing, there's the computer, and here in this case there's the presentation, and by the way, you can see the goggles here. This device in this case is the laser pointer to click your PowerPoint, and you can see on the screen there the presentation. It's called Appalachian Region, and the other handheld device in this particular game would be a microphone. So you have actually two. One for the right and one for the left, depending on the game. So this is just one game, and there's the crowd, and I can turn it a little bit. and there is what the crowd is seeing, and there's what you would see. So, and then you practice your presentation and it evaluates you. There are many other things you can use besides this, and that's just one of many. So I'm going to close out of that one. And like I said, there's a Harry Potter one, which is very popular. And each one you use, the devices have different intentions, different purposes. Usually the goggles are pretty clear. You have to you use the goggles to look around, of course, and experience the whatever room you're in. But what changes is the hand devices, these, depending on which app you're using. So this is a Harry Potter one, for an example, that I've pulled up. And you actually have to be careful. In this particular one, you can walk around and experience these rooms. So if you're familiar with Harry Potter, some of this probably looks familiar to you. And this is depends. In this game, it serves a different purpose. It might be an object. It might turn a page in a book. We have instructions posted on the LibGuide. But so that's just a little introduction, and I'll close out of this one. So that was the Harry Potter one. We have like a whole lot of these. If you want something installed, just let us know. Here's one where you actually get into an airplane, and it's very realistic. Here's a surgical one for medical students, and there's way more than you're seeing here. This is just the desktop. There are entire programs on here that we can help you find these programs, but they're under this programs files, and VivoPort is one of the areas. Steam is another one here on the desktop. So, and every program we try to also put up on the VR LibGuide that you're seeing there. And if you have someone you want to come in with you and watch what you're doing, even though you're seeing it through the goggles, they can see it on the monitor we have here. So take a look at our LibGuide /VR, libguides.daltonstate.edu/VR, and come and tour the room. Just let us know. DOBrown@Dalton State is my email. So thank you for listening in, and let us know if